My name is JBoufford, and I'm the president of the New York Academy of Medicine and a member of the executive committee of the Inter-Academy Medical Panel. I'm here today because I'm facilitating a workshop for young physician leaders from around the world. There are 20 young physicians under 40 who are leaders in clinical medicine, in medical education, health policy, public health, and health services research. The participants in the program were chosen through a global competition. They're nominated by their academies. We have a review committee at the global level of the executive committee of IAMP that reviews the applicants, and a cohort of 20 are chosen. I think one of the really interesting things that I want to go through with you is sort of the evolution of thinking about leadership over the last, I would say, 20 to 30 years, because it's changed. Leadership is a very commonly used word. I think in the English language there may be 400,000 articles or citations on leadership. I think the way we're defining it is that people, wherever they are in an organization, have an opportunity to lead, to organize, to advance the goals and purposes of a project, of an organization, of clinical practice, and to really make a change to improve health ultimately, and also in the case of many of these individuals, the clinical care of patients.
You can be decisive even when you're democratic. You don't necessarily have to be authoritative or...
Before they come to the workshop, the young physician leaders are asked to respond to 3 questions, which really starts by asking them to reflect on their own leadership experience and what was the most challenging or difficult, think about their stereotypes of good leaders, and then identify what work they need to do on themselves. We start with that, then we talk about the literature, and then we move into sort of active learning, hearing from mentors, hearing from role models, solving problems, making recommendations to the organization about how to provide better support for them when they go back home. And then the final activity of the workshop is developing a personal leadership plan for themselves and developing a partnership with one of the participants to work together to make sure that each of them commits to the plan and carries it through.
Given we kind of occupy a specific niche of society at large.
They can learn from each other, and surprisingly, over the years, we've seen they have the same problems. It doesn't really matter whether it's a high-income country or a low-income country, they're the same issues. The low-income countries have more challenges from the resources, but the issues in hierarchy, the issues of advancing your career, the issues of feeling satisfied in your career, balancing personal and career challenges are very similar. My real reason for doing this is it's just a thrill to work with these fabulous young people from around the world. I mean, they're from all countries, all regions, and it's always interesting to me how common the problems are. And these are all physician leaders under 40, so they're facing similar challenges, similar opportunities in their countries, and they can learn from each other, and we create an environment where they can share and learn and then support each other when they go home.